Say aye. Aye. Will as many of the opinion say nay? Will as many contrary opinion say nay? And the ayes have it. The ayes have it. Honorable members, we proceed.
And policies. On gender issues, Mr. Speaker, the nominee stated that she would stick to the national guidelines on gender empowerment.
Seen for a very long time that foot to legislative duties at the office of the governor by the county secretary without complying with the provision of section 69 of the County Governments Act.
The rules and mandate that you are not, that is not guided by the law and principles that are there, then it means you are abusing office. And anybody who is abusing and abuse offices is abusing the Integrity Act. Mr. Speaker, sir, when we talk about...
So for those of us, Mr. Speaker, who support Dr. Mutai, Mr. Speaker, these are the individual Dr. Mutai should get rid of, Mr. Speaker, in the office, Mr. Speaker, because he's always giving wrong advice, Mr. Speaker. You know, he's running the show, Mr. Speaker. He's running the county as if, even when you are doing deployment in your home, Mr. Speaker, as you sit in the evening with your family, Mr. Speaker, at least you need to consult your wife and even your children, Mr. Speaker, before you make some of the decision. This guy wakes up, I sit at the county assembly, Mr. Speaker. I think we need to, emeritus have said, looking at the time, honorable members, we have other transactions, other order of business before us. I want to call upon the mover of the motion to reply, because we still have
All the authority, she talked about members. You saw the composition of the committee members. This was a team that dedicated their time and everything.
Order. The leader of majority, now you can proceed.
Also never been dismissed or otherwise removed from office for contravention of the provisions of Article 75 of the Constitution, Mr. Speaker. On general and sector-specific questions to Mr. Speaker, whether she has published any writings, Mr. Speaker, and she said she has not published any writings, Mr. Speaker. On the issues of conflict, potential conflict of interest, Mr. Speaker, the nominee declared that current
motion before the House is supported by at least 1/3 of the members of the County Assembly, even those who are present and the membership of the Assembly. Now that all the members, honorable members who wanted to contribute to this motion have done so, I will now rise to put the question. Which is that this House approves the motion as moved by Honorable Paul B. regarding the removal of Dr. Wesley Kaibor as KERICHO County Secretary, and authorize the County Assembly to thereafter form a select committee to investigate on the said allegations as per Section 40, subsection 2 of the County Government Act. Will as many as of a similar opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many of the opinion say nay? Will as many of contrary opinion say nay? And the ayes have it. And the ayes have it.
We need to have, oversight in this county. There are a lot of problems. Get back when this man was recruited, Honorable Speaker. The advert, and I want you to check out the qualifications of what he was required to bring to the panel. As we speak today, there are some documents missing which he forged. This is something that I'll ask the panel, that the team that will move forward to look into. This man has cheated his way to be the county secretary. That is why, as I stand here, I don't have confidence in him.
Without wasting time, let us move. This man we are keeping 1 week. Nobody is defending. If he has any other thing to add on, he can appeal to us. You remember the other time that Londiani case, we tried, especially in committee of ATO, but we failed. We never get support because our members today is ready. There is no need for us wasting time. Otherwise, thank you, honorable members. People are watching at us. Our county is progressing. For our county to be progressed, this man must be removed.
The county government of Kericho has been in total hell. I can give you 2 instances, Mr. Speaker. Number 1, there was a time in health, and if you read section 72 of the County Governments Act 72(1), the movement of staff within a department is vested in the respective county chief officers. But you know, this individual, Mr. Speaker, wrote a letter moving staff in health. 1, we had the MEDSUP of the county referral hospital moved to another place. We had the county director of health removed and another one replaced him. When the committee in health contacted the relevant chief officers, none of them was aware about the movements. It was solely done by the county secretary, and that is in violation of the law. Mr. Speaker, I support this motion, and I urge this House that even when the time comes, let us vote to remove this individual so that we have the progression of this county.
Everything that this guy has done by seeing himself as if he's a small goat to Kericho County has led to Kericho County going down. So, Mr. Speaker, this motion is self-explanatory, and I second fully without even shaking anything that I have.
In fact, if I were him, Mr. Speaker, I would have resigned to battle with cases in our court, Mr. Speaker, rather than soiling an otherwise good administration that is being headed by our governor, Mr. Speaker. So on behalf of the people of Ainamoi, Mr. Speaker, I do not have any other, because this is an opportunity to sanitize this county, Mr. Speaker, by getting rid of this nutritionist in our county, Mr. Speaker, and send it back to where it belongs.
We want to urge His Excellency the Governor that it is us who are trying to protect him, Mr. Speaker, and we love him so much, Mr. Speaker. And he should act on the proposal, Mr. Speaker, by this honorable House, Mr. Speaker.
I want to thank Honorable Paul P. for not bringing the motion to impeach the governor, but you have just started impeaching the advisors who are in his office, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, if this motion will help us to ensure that we have the service delivered to our people, Mr. Speaker, by setting one Wesley board home, Mr. Speaker, I think since the inception of this county or this regime, Mr. Speaker, we have been seeing a staff being demoted in a room. We have been seeing a staff being promoted or being sent to a department that is not even on his qualification, Mr. Speaker. But if one Wesley board will go home and will save the image of this county, Mr. Speaker, I think I'm among those who signed, and I don't want anybody to ask me a question because I have no apology to that.